Huge news coming out right now is Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Erickson Lubin is now being finalized for October 18th. This is going to be a very big fight, reported by Mike Carpenter. He's put out the news that Erickson Lubin versus Virgil Ortiz is going to be a fight that will be next. It's going to take place 1 week after Fedora and Thurman. So they'll be in line to possibly fight in the future. And this is going to push things ahead very fast. Also with Erickson Lubin, he was supposed to fight Bakaram Marsaliev recently. They had a purse bid that was going to be up October 19th. Bakaram said recently that nobody wanted to take the fight. Nobody wanted to host the fight for Erickson Lubin versus Bakaram. I don't know why. That's actually a good fight. So, but now with Virgil Ortiz and Erickson Lubin, that's a very good fight as well. And we were looking for an opponent for Virgil Ortiz, and there was a lot of names like Charlo, which was a stretch. They said Earl Spence, that was a big stretch. And then we had Keith Thurman, who went over with the Fedora, and a lot of other names as well. But, you know, Virgil Ortiz, there's been rumors of him trying to fight Jerron Ennis the entire 2025, and now they're in line for a fight with Erickson Lubin, which is a very good fight. I mean, Virgil Ortiz, I'm expecting him to take the tough fights like he's doing now, which is going to separate himself from everyone else. That's one thing that you can't really judge Virgil Ortiz on. Now, you know, we've had the criticism of the Volachuk situation and everything else, but you can't really question his heart or his ability to take tough fights. I will say that. It's hard to really say the dude is ducking ever when he's taking fights like this. You know what I'm saying? He's not really ducking and dodging. A lot of people don't want to jump in the ring with Lubin even after he fought Fedora. And then some people are talking like they're too good to jump in the ring with Erickson Lubin. It's a lot of guys that need to be talked about too. It's a lot of guys at 154 that feel like they're too good to jump in the ring with Erickson Lubin. I'm saying that a lot because Ramos is looked at as a bigger fight right now at the moment than Lubin. So I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is behind it. Probably because the Fedora fight, which he dropped Fedora, it was a very competitive fight. And also in the Charlo fight, he got stopped early. So those things, when you take a risk in your career, that's why a lot of guys don't want to take a risk in their career, because they don't want to end up in a situation like what we have with other guys, including Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin has really held together that 154 division by taking a lot of these fights, because other than him taking Fedora fight, even with Ardell Holmes recently, Jesus Ramos, he's been fighting his way back for a minute. And I know he's ran into some bumps along the way, but this fight right here can set him apart from a lot of people. It can have him back in the driver's seat as well. And this can be for an interim belt. So Erickson Lubin, he has a chance to really set himself apart from the past performances he already had. And Virgil Ortiz can set himself apart from the rest of the guys in boxing at 154. If he's going to be grabbing action like this, there's no reason to look towards anybody else to get the fire started if Virgil Ortiz wants all the smoke. If he's the one who wants all the smoke, there's no reason to look another way, try to get the fire started with any of these other boxers at 54. I think he'll be the guy who's going to be the one to look towards to make the big fights. And that's kind of what I gauge fighters off of, boxers off of. Who can I look to carry the division and make sure that we have these big name fights and big time fights back to back to back? And that's why I said earlier this year, and this was the biggest compliment I can give, and I'm not taking it away either. Virgil Ortiz could be a person that could be on the same level as an Oscar De La Hoya when it's all said and done, or even better. He has a chance to be better than Oscar De La Hoya. With the way he's taking these tough fights, he's been out for a couple of years before when he had that Staniona situation. If he's going to keep taking tough fights like this and jumping ahead of guys who's already been 54 and they're not really mixing it up like him, he's separating himself already. No matter the performance he's had or not, he's still taking the fights. I hold that higher than basing it off of somebody's performance. Oh, well, you just fighting. The hard part is taking the fight and going through with it. That's the hard part. A lot of people aren't really up for certain fights. We've already heard a lot of people in the past say that guys turn down fights and look the other way. But this is a very good fight, very big fight as well. But we'll see what happens with Erickson Lubin with this Virgil Ortiz fight. But Virgil Ortiz is going to be the favorite. Obviously coming off that big win over Madramal. And this is a good fight for him, man. Virgil Ortiz is highly respected as far as taking these fights from me, man. But that's all I got, though. Like and subscribe.